carry that weight. Yes! Wait a long way. Oh! Here we go. Here we go. Oh, look. He's off. He's gone. He's gone. He's off. So who enjoyed the Beatles then? Whose idea was it to play the Beatles? So it wasn't us. You can't pin that one on us, guys. We are coming live from the Bear Club in Luton. This is the Rabbit Hole! There we go. Live in Luton. Who lives in Luton? Who?
Oh, come on.
Well, hang on a minute. We're guests in their town. I worked in Luton for a long time. I like Luton. Who doesn't live in Luton? It has to be said, it was a much gentler reply from the yes, we don't live here. Yeah, I worked in Luton for 4 years. Well, 3 years, and then in Dunstable for a year. We really big up the Dunstable Massive, Dunstable Posse in the house. But I like Luton. We had good times, great vibes, strong vibes. We should have invited Justin and Kelly back so long. I don't know why we didn't.
How is Kelly? She doing alright?
How is Kelly? Kelly's alright, yeah. She sent me a text. She sent me a text the other day. Let's just move this. Oh, we're on the piss. Here we go. Here we go. The other day on Twitter, I just did for 10 minutes. I did an #Ask Iain because I was bored. I was waiting for something and I was bored. So people were asking questions, and rather than tweet me a question, Kelly tweeted me as a private joke, but she tweeted me #Ask Iain, what is air? and that's a project. So when my kids came into the radio station one day, and I said, if you press this button, you go on air. And my eldest said, what is air? This is the Rabbit Hole. It is a pre-recorded live phone-in show, recorded live in front of a studio audience. There are people here. Hello, people. You can call us any time that you want, day or night, on 0203 286 6370. You can Skype, Hey Rabbit Hole Show. Even when we're not here, you can leave a message. Here's a message.
By Ted Hughes. Pike. 3 inches long. Perfect parking on parks. Green tiger in the gold. Killers from the egg. The malevolent aged go in. They dance to the surface among the flies. Pike. Perfectly not passed.
That's a poem by Ted Hughes. So we get cultured. Although Ted Hughes is a fascinating man, isn't he? We've got a theologian here. We've not got a Ted Hughes theologian here, have we? Ted Hughes. I don't know anything about Ted Hughes.
I am so.
I was going to try and bullshit my way through Ted Hughes, and then I just thought I don't know anything about him. So he could be. Well, I do know that Sylvia Plath, his first wife, I'm going to say, took her own life.
She did, yeah.
So did his second one.
Yeah. Oh! I don't know if you heard that, dear listener. So did his second wife. How's wife number 3 doing? Because I would be. He's dead now. Okay, right. Well, I don't want to make life tragedy, so I won't make life tragedy. But you know, everyone's thinking the same thing.
I just remember being taught at school about Ted.
It's suspicious, isn't it? That's what we're thinking.
Wow, it's very suspicious. Just remember being taught, before Ted Hughes, nature was always kind of beautiful and birds were singing and all that sort of stuff. And Ted Hughes believed in nature red in tooth and claw, and that most wild animals were terrified all the time. I'd really like to get into poetry, but I find so much of it so dull. That's the problem. I would like to get into poetry, and I think I'm going to crack it in the way that I cracked Dylan. I cracked Dylan's nut through hard work. You've got to find the key, right? You've got to find the key, then you've got to find the door that the key fits, and then you've got to open it. And I did that with Dylan, and I got into Dylan via the bootleg series, via the first song on disc 3, I can't remember, it's a different, and via the song Blind Willie McTell. So if you can get into Dylan, you go through Blind Willie McTell, bish bash bosh, you're in.
And I'd like to do the same with poetry. But I don't really know what a poem is. Do you know what I mean? Because when you're a kid, a poem is but poems could be, what I am saying now could be perceived as a poem if I call it as such. Thank you very much. That could be a poem if you call it a poem. Yeah. You know, so what is it? What is a poem? Call us now, 0203 286 6370. We won't go any further until you call in and tell us what a poem is. We should do that. That's a good phone, isn't it?
What's a poem?
What's a poem? One of the worst things about doing a radio show is when doing a late night phoning show is when you get a delightful old woman phoning up, and you get on quite well, and then she says, "I'd like to read a poem that I've written." Oh God! I mean, and I have developed the rather cruel technique of going, "Well, we don't really." Like, I tell
always surprises them, because that's normally a ticket to radio bill, isn't it?
I tell old women they can't read their poems live on the radio. Hello, caller. You're down the rabbit hole. What is poetry?
Yes, I'm ringing to speak to Iain Lee. Could you hold for the Queen?
Could I answer the Queen?
Could you hold for the Queen?
Could I hold what?
Yes, can you understand phone calls?
Well, do you understand English?
Well, of course I do.
I've asked you what is poetry.
Hold for the Queen.
Is the Queen there?
Hello? Is this Iain Lee?
Now, you pronounce it ma'am like jam. Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. I'm doing some phone calls to find out...
I'm doing some phone calls. Because that's what the Queen would say. I'm doing some phone calls. I'm the Queen. Do you know what? I'm going to do some phone calls tonight. Yes, okay. Sorry.
Would you like to accept an MBE?
Yes, I would, actually. I'd be up for that.
For services to tragedy and comedy, is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely fine.
Are you a tragic comic?
I'm not a comic.
Philip, he says he's not a comic. Yes, I'll ask about Joseph Squally.
I'd take an MBE. What's the order? What's the order? OBE? CBE is the lowest, isn't it?
No, MBE.
MBE is below OBE.
So, hang on. Everyone suddenly got very, very angry.
You're messing with the honours system.
I don't understand the honours system, guys. Okay, right, okay. So, MBE first.
Yes. And then OBE.
Is he right?
Yeah.
Member of the British Empire. Yes. Order of the British Empire. Commander of the British Empire. Sir. British Empire. That's the order.
Or Dane.
There's a KBE. Knight of the British Empire.
No. But are you, are you allowed to go jousting if you're a KBE? KBE doesn't sound... Who?
KBE is Sir.
So KBE is Sir.
That's a knight.
Sir. So it'll be Sir. That's... I always feel sorry for the poor buggers that get, like, Prince William or Harry doing it. Because, they still be nice, but you want the Queen or you want Prince Charles to do it, don't you? Really? Otherwise it'll be disappointing.
Could be worse. Could be Edward.
Now you say that, Prince Edward held a door open for me once.
Yeah, it's his job now.
He did, he held a door open for me. Okay, so... I wouldn't have an MBE. I wouldn't accept an MBE.
Call me back when you've got a KBE.
Yeah, no, I would... MBE... OBE... I would definitely take CBE. Yep, I'm up for that. OBE... Yeah, fuck it, go on.
Your Majesty.
Yeah. I wouldn't do an MBE.
So the female knight is a dame, is it?
Yeah, you can't be
a lady.
As a woman, you cannot become a lady in your own
right. Cat's no lady.
So as a Penelope, I'm quite upset that I can't be Penelope without marrying a knight.
Right, okay,
Well,
I've got what I need to do.
Paula, would you accept an MBE?
Yeah, right to the hill.
Oh, Jesus, that's disgusting.
Is that Grace Jones?
What is poetry?
It's words, isn't it?
Okay. Hello, caller. What is poetry?
Oh, I
What did he say? Hello?
Period.
Sorry? And they've gone. Okay, that's fair enough. To get the feeling that the callers aren't taking it as seriously as the audience members are this evening. Oh, here we go. Here's an answer phone message we had in the week.
Oh. Hi Ian, sorry mate, I'm out of breath. You won't believe this. I went into a hotel room the other night. And honestly, you won't believe, she got down and she was all night long. She absolute filth. And then there was a knock at the door, and that lass from that film came in, you know. Anyway, we were all over. There was lines of... Oh... Mate, you should have been there, mate. Right. Alright, I'll see you later. By the way, have you still got that lump on your... You want to get that sorted?
What strikes me odd about that is he's still out of breath 2 days after the event. He needs help.
Or an inhaler.
That's a worrying turn up for the books. I've had to take. I'm going to say the most boring sentence I've ever said in my life. I had to take loads of duvets to the dry cleaners today.
That's not related to that last phone call.
No, because they smelt of sick.
Oh.
It's the last great taboo. Sick. Everyone in the house has been throwing up. I don't know if I mentioned I've had norovirus, and so has everyone else. And kids haven't got the skill set that an adult has of either making it to the bathroom to throw up or shitting in their pants. Both skills that
You've honed those.
Really good at. I excel at them. So I went to the house today for the first time in a week, and it's just blimey! It's
what, when you open the door?
Oh, it's like I imagine a vomitorium. It was horrendous. So I had to take the duvets to the dry cleaners, and I took them in. And duvets are expensive, right? They're expensive. The actual duvets, not the duvet covers, the actual duvets. You know, these are mid-tog. You're talking a tog of about 9 or 10, I would say. I mean, we didn't get the 15 tog. We just put a blanket over.
You don't have to justify yourself.
No, I just want to, I think no one talks about togs enough. And so I took them in, and I said to the guy, I've got these. Do you do duvets? He said, there we go. It's a joke. I knew if I said it, one person would get the reference. Well done, old man, like me. Well done. It was worth it. And he said, we do duvets.
Because they didn't, did they, back in the day?
And he said, but I've got to ask you to pay up front. And I said, yeah, of course I pay up front, but why? He said, because no one comes to collect their duvets. And he pointed, he turned around and pointed, and behind him, there were like 200 duvets. And I said, you're telling me that... He said, we've just introduced this policy, because I said, how long have they been there for? He said, some have been there for about a year.
What?
And why would you leave a duvet? Well, then I said...
It's effective to buy new.
No, well, how much is a new duvet?
You probably go to Tesco's and get a striker one for about £8.
But the actual duvet, not the cover. What tog are we talking? What tog?
11.5.
For £8?
Yep.
You've been done, mate.
£8 in Argos. He's googling it now. For fuck's sake. Is that single or double?
That was a single.
All right. Doubles.
How much was it to clean it?
Well, one double, 2 singles, £46.
There you go.
Right. No. Right. Well, I'm going to have the last laugh. I'm not going to collect them. I'm not going to collect them. He can fuck right off.
Yeah, but you paid up front.
Yeah, exactly. That'll learn him. Hello, caller. What tog is your duvet?
13.5.
13.5. Well, that's toasty. That's going to be too warm in the summertime, though.
Yeah, well, I've got an 8-top one for the summer.
Okay, some of them, anyway, let's not get bogged down.
Turns out they're really cheap, you could have two.
Is that unbelievable? What's oh, mate. Oh, I'm gutted.
I do, and my 13.5 top one, sorry to say, it was like nearly £200 because it's full of all these fantastic feathers from some fantastic birds. So,
it's a dodo, yeah. Well, that is amazing.
It's a successful
You
man.
talk to this gentleman. I'm going to Google duvets.
What did you want to say, duvet owner? Duvet king?
sorry, I didn't quite get it.
What did you want to say?
Well, first time I've watched this rabbit hole and I'm loving it. When are you coming to Essex? That's what I want to know.
When we go to Essex, Ian.
See, there's a single one for...
That's anti-allergy.
There's a single 10.5 for 12 quid.
Oh, mate.
How much is a double? We probably won't be coming to Essex, I'm afraid.
Alright, well I'll just have to keep watching them, won't I?
There we go.
Try done.
Oh, it's good coming.
Oh.
Hello, caller, what top is your duvet?
Pardon?
I'm jumping.
Who's that?
Hello, who's... Oh, God, it's Andre. Hello, Andre.
Who's that?
Oh, is it? Oh, this is Andre's soundboard. Okay, go on.
Ian. Hello?
Are you actually there?
Of course I'm here.
Okay, right. I can never tell.
Ian?
Yes.
I'm a poet, but I didn't know it.
But people only say that after they do an accidental rhyme. My joke is, I'm a poet and I didn't realise. Twisting it on its head, you see. Twisting it on its head. I'm gutted about those duvets.
Yeah.
Because people obviously go in, I get it now, people would go in, can I get the duvet? Yeah, of course. Then they get the receipt, 47 quid. We'll be back on Tuesday. And then they go off and buy one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or they're doing what you did. So they paid up front and they're so furious with themselves they don't want to see that shit again. It's going to go to Argos.
But here's the thing as well, they're not, and I said to him, can you, it's a conversation you don't want to have. I said to him, can you get the smell of sick out? He went, yeah. I don't reckon he'll be able to get the smell of sick out.
Who's that?
We'll find out.
Who's that?
Who's that?
Hello, caller.
Hello?
That's the lady that's taking
Now, I've got to be honest, right? He sounds familiar, right? And he sounds like a fellow I took to court, doesn't he? Doesn't he?
Good evening.
Yeah, didn't he? I had to take a fella to court years ago when I was at Absolute. Here's the thing: I didn't know I was pressing charges until I arrived at court. I didn't, right? I'll explain. So we used to have this guy phone up. We used to phone up all the time, going, "Good evening," and he phoned up for years and years, and he was kind of harmless. But then he started getting really nasty with my producer at Eloise, getting really mean to her.
What, if she wouldn't let him on? Or just...
Yeah, or just generally. And so we said, look, we don't want you calling up anymore because, this is you're being really mean and horrible and it's inappropriate. And then he started sending like food and taxis and all kinds of stuff. And he would phone up and like send threatening emails and all this kind of stuff. So Eloise went to the police, right? Because she was getting quite, and he was tweeting lots of stuff as well. Let me couch this in a way that is legal. I believed he was tweeting me lots of stuff about nasty stuff about my kids and things. And so Eloise went to the police because she was getting really upset by it. She was like 23, young woman, and she was rightfully quite worried by it. So she went to the police. And then the police called me and said, would you come in and give a statement? So I went, yeah, of course I'll come in and give. So I went in and gave a statement. But I thought I was just giving a statement
to back up what she was saying.
Her. But then when I got to court, it turns out we were both pressing charges. And I'm thinking, fuck, I didn't expect to do this. So we went to court, we pressed charges, and we both won. He was found guilty of harassment, I think, in the first one. And then he appealed. And then he was still found guilty of harassing Eloise, but they didn't find him guilty of harassing me. And that caller really sounds like him. A lot. Mm-hmm. A lot.
And we had a bit of a suspect one.
Yeah, and it's from a withheld number. And I wonder, but I tell you one of the funny thing in court, right? Being in court, I've never been in court before, and it's really exciting. It's a long, boring day where you sat in a room, and you're not allowed to see what's going on, and then you kind of go out, and I found it genuinely really exciting, okay, because I'd never sort of been in this thing, and I was having a great time arguing with his defence and stuff, and I was kind of we're verbal jousting, and I was doing quite well, and then his brief said, "Have you ever goaded him to call in?" I said, no. She said, just to get this clear, you've never goaded him to call in? I said, no. Okay. Just want to clarify one thing. Are you saying now, under oath, you have never goaded him to call in? I said, yeah, I've never goaded him to call in. I would goad him to call in. She went, okay. Listen to this. And then she had a cassette player. She pressed play, and it's the end of a phone call with him, me cutting him off, laughing, and saying, I totally goaded him into calling me then. Goaded. And all I could do is go, oh, you got me. You got me. But I just wonder if it's the same guy. I got a feeling. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Have you got more Kath facts?
Of course I have.
Give us a Kath fact.
Oh, they're a bit boring though, the ones I've got left.
Oh, well,
it is an interesting one.
Well, you don't come a caller. Go on. Okay. Pause. Go on.
Do you know the Queen spent part of her honeymoon in Luton?
Yeah. Oh.
Did you know this? Yeah. Luton who? Owned by her mates.
I don't know who.
Luton who?
I don't know, you tell me.
Yeah.
I don't know who's on second. What's on third?
Luton who?
Correct. What?
Luton who?
Okay.
That's where they stayed. And every year after, on their anniversary, because that would be every year after, they used to come over and spend time there at Luton who again.
Did they really?
Yeah.
I like the Queen. She's sounding old though, isn't she?
She is old.
Yeah, I know, but she's sounding old. There was that documentary about her saying her crown was heavy. I think that was the whole premise of the show. And I do like the Queen. I shouldn't really, but I like the Queen. Here's the royals that I like. The Queen.
Yeah.
Charles.
Yeah.
Kate.
Did you always like Charles, or did you go off him a bit?
No, I've always liked Charles.
Okay.
I've always liked Charles. Fergie. I like Fergie because of the toes.
And?
No, who's the one that used to do drugs? Margaret. Oh, well, bleep that out for legal reasons.
She's dead, fine.
Well, I know, but I don't want to be disappeared. The royal family can do that. She's apparently, you may have to cut this bit out, but a friend of a friend, the man told me, that he had it on good authority, that Princess Margaret used to call cocaine naughty salt. And that makes sense, doesn't it? Naughty salt. Hello, caller.
Oh, what is your wine?
Thank you very much indeed. We had a call here that we missed. Let's do a little video call and see if Katie's answering. No,
there's no way she's going to do video.
There's no way. Hello, caller. You're down the rabbit hole.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you tonight?
Good.
What have you done today?
Done something.
Oh. What did you buy?
There we go. That's the journalist.
Nothing.
Oh.
Don't think you could call it shopping then. It's just walking, isn't it?
Well, no. There's a question, isn't it? That's a Zen question. If you go shopping and don't buy anything, is it still shopping? I would say yes.
Would you?
Well, I'd say you've gone to the shops.
Yes.
And you've gone shopping and you've failed at shopping. But it's shopping.
The intention of shopping is there.
It's
Browsing. Research browsing. You were just research browsing.
Well, I can take some photos of items that were a guy. Oh, I need to look at weird.
What did you take photos of? Shopping, you weirdo.
No, not normal shopping, just stuff that I wanted to buy later on.
Sick bastard. Well, what kind of things were you looking at?
Cameras.
You were taking pictures of Okay, why have you called in?
Because I want to ask you a question.
Oh, there you go. Here we go. We're on to the meat now. Let's have the question.
Do you like the Back to the Future series?
Who doesn't? Well, I do. I like 2/3 of the Back to the Future series. And in order, these are my favourite Back to the Future films. In reverse order. Number 3 is terrible. Number 1 is the second best. Number 2 is the best. Yes, you know it.
I agree.
Of course you agree, because you've got you've common sense.
Have you seen the films, or did you just take a picture of them?
No, I've seen all 3.
Well done.
Well, thanks for calling. Next week we'll do the Rocky movies, huh?
Alright.
There we go. That was another satisfied customer. Sorry? The one with Mr. T.
No, it's not Hogan.
What?
That's Rocky 4.
Fuck! Oh God! What's the one? Let's not do the Rockies. I don't think I've seen all the Rockies. I've seen all 7 Police Academy movies in the same day. I did it in one day. Yeah. And here's the controversial thing. You know what the second best Police Academy movie is? Police Academy 6. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. It's got a little bit weird. Let's slow things down. Yeah, here we go.
Hello, Iain. I hope you're doing well.
I am.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
If you had to choose, would you rather have a paper cut or a stubbed toe?
Bye-bye. Thank you for calling, caller. It seems obvious to me. A stubbed toe.
Oh, really?
Oh, over a paper cut every single time. Because the stubbed toe, you can hop and you can swear and you can rub it. It'll be gone in. It'll be bearable in, I don't know, 25 seconds. Paper cut. That's like an hour. That's like an hour of sharp pain.
And if it's a paper cut on your lip, that'll keep reopening.
The fuck are you doing?
Envelopes.
Envelopes aren't sharp. They've got curved edge.
They are.
You're just rubbing papers in your mouth like some kind of. You're playing like letterbox sex games.
Wow.
Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, Iain. I was curious. Who do you do your supermarket food shopping with?
Who's right? That's a very good question. This is a live call, by the way. Someone's actually bothered to pick up the phone and say this. Who do I do? Well, it depends. I'm not one. I don't have loyalty cards. I don't necessarily. I generally go by whichever one is nearest to me. Although I've never been in a Lidl or an Aldi.
Well, that's probably a racist, but have you ever delved into home shopping delivery?
Hang on a minute, I don't think it makes me racist. So, not going into a Lidl or an Aldi.
Just anti-German.
Oh, they're German.
Yeah.
I'm going there now. But do I do home delivery? No, I like to go. No, I don't. I don't trust the. I don't trust the people that select your food. I'm really wary of them. Have they washed their hands?
Everyone needs a jump.
Sorry?
Everyone needs a jump.
What does he say?
Everyone needs a job.
Everyone, no, I don't want them to be fired. So I personally... Who the fuck owns Ocado? What is Ocado? Because before Ocado was Waitrose, but now it's just like they've gone rogue. They've got their Morrisons now, are they?
Ocado was set up by two.
What about if you wanted to buy some bleach or something like that?
I don't want to buy any bleach.
What about polish? Something like that.
If I want polish, I'll go to the nearest. The shop opposite me. We'll come back to that in a second. The shop opposite me, there's a shop like what my dad would call a took shop. You know, a took shop, where basically out the front they've got plastic cases, they've got beach balls, they've got holdalls, they've got umbrellas.
And they've got mops and buckets.
They've got mops and buckets. A took shop, right? And I went into the took shop the other day, because I love a took shop, and they've got, it's just wonderful in there. I love a little wander. They were selling, I went in there to buy a bag, and then I bought a lighter. And then I was there, and by the counter where you get like sweeties or what they call pester buys,
Oh yeah.
Where the kids go, mummy, can you get that pester purchase? Right? He had 3 boxes stacked up of poppers.
So you've done your shopping?
You got a sex drive.
I need you some poppers.
I need some.
Sorry?
Yes. They were, I think they were a £5 each, or you got 3 for 12. But I just couldn't believe it. It was by all other accounts, it was a normal shop. But there, something to, 20-second trip, loosen your sphincter. It's there. I hope that answers your question, caller.
Thank you. You didn't say where you got polish from.
What did he say?
He didn't say where you got polish from.
Okay, I'm not. That's a private thing. That's a private matter. Let's go. We're going to get. What I like about the rabbit hole is that we get history sometimes.
Yes. Some expertise.
Hang on. Oh no, I've not pressed record for the whole thing. That doesn't matter. We'll count this as a rehearsal and do it again. It's going to come over here. So you're going to tell us about. What was he going to tell us about? I forgot.
Ocado.
Let him answer. He's going.
Ocado, they were set up by 2 friends.
Yes.
Basically, Waitrose supported them in their setup, and it took them about 5 years to start making a profit.
Oh.
And then when Morris come in, Waitrose got the other bit, and they started doing their own online shopping, but they still can get Waitrose stuff.
So hang on, if you buy Ocado, you go online and you order your food, but then they go online and they buy the food from Waitrose. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Okay. So Ocado are doing online shopping for you?
Once you've done it.
No, they buy stock from Waitrose.
Oh, okay, right, I see.
It's Waitrose online brands.
Okay. He didn't
like the Waitrose Essential Brioche.
He didn't make that clear when I was over there. It was quite vague, wasn't it? Is he looking at me? Okay. Thank you. What does B&Q stand for? Oh, come on, dude, you can do this.
Sorry, quality in it.
No.
It's Block and Quail.
Boom! It's Block and Quail. Who said that? Cocoa Man. Yeah, right. So he's my new favourite. Block and Quail. The people that invented it. Anyone else want to play?
What's ET short for?
Extraterrestrial.
No, he's got little legs.
Hey! WD-40, because they did 39. Who said that? They did 39 formulas before they got it right. Is that it? Water display. Oh, fucking hell! It's all gone a little bit. Oh my God! Hey! You can't see this, but we can see Gatford, and he's not got any clothes on.
Wow.
Hey Gatford, what you got?
Well, I only talked about having your toes stubbed, and I wondered if that was a dig at me.
Gatford has had a toe amputated just because the toe got really annoyed living with him.
The toe cut me off.
Hey, have you got a comb for you? Wearing a wig?
No, just letting the hair grow.
Look at that on the side. That's a bit wiggy.
I'm getting it cut on Monday though, so.
Good, okay, that's just like that cool. Right.
Poor Gatford.
Poor old Gatford. I tell you what I noticed before the show is Katherine and I have very different methods of preparing for the show. You were lying on a sofa drinking a big glass of wine while I was pacing up and down.
Being annoying, yeah.
I wasn't being annoying.
You were.
I was working out our escape route in case we got attacked in there, in case someone came up the stairs and attacked us. And I think this is the thing I do whenever I'm in a new place. And I think this is sensible, I always try and work out my escape route, because you just don't know these days what's going to happen, whether it's going to be a zombie apocalypse, whether it's going to be a gang of, horny people. You just don't know what's going to happen. So I found, I worked out our escape route. Do you do that, caller?
Iain, I need some help.
Oh, what's wrong? Are you being attacked by horny people?
No, I thought it'd be a really good idea to play a prank on someone.
Yeah?
So I sneaked into their room.
Yeah.
I've done a poo in their personal toilet, and now I'm locked in and I can't get out. What should I do?
The shit situation.
Oh, window.
Right, hang on a minute. What do you mean their personal toilet?
Well, it's the toilet that they use that the rest of the public can't use.
Well, in their house?
Well, no. It's their place of work at the moment.
Hang on, so who's got a personal toilet at work?
Well, it's not their personal toilet.
You called it their personal toilet. That's why I'm using the phrase personal toilet.
It's their personal toilet at the moment.
Right, okay.
I guess what I'm saying is, could you send a member of staff up to your dressing room, please?
And while I was looking for an escape route, I was reminded, it was boring, right? And when I was in the jungle, the thing about it was boring. There's nothing to do, okay? You couldn't do it. There's nothing to do. And I was up there and I was reminded of, oh, by the way, have you seen this t-shirt I'm wearing? This is my favourite t-shirt. I got this made, especially. We're going to start selling these. Have you seen this? This is great. Have you seen this? It's Speech Radio Legends, and it says it's good to talk. We can go through there. We've got James O'Brien.
Can't see it.
Is James O'Brien there? There we go. Do you know who that guy is?
No.
No?
Tommy Boyle.
That?
No, not Tommy Boyle.
Not Tommy Boyle. John Gaunt.
Yeah. Steve Allen.
Steve Allen, yeah. Ferrari.
Michael Schumacher.
No, that's me. Michael Schumacher. Doesn't look like Dad, because Mike is me. And it says it said let's talk. Let's talk. And I just think it's going to be. I'm going to try and get these made up. I may have to pixelate some of the faces for legal reasons, and because that one's a twat. But I think we can.
You're not crazy about that one either, right?
No,
The one at the bottom.
But that Ferrari.
Yeah.
Like a bit of Ferrari. You like a bit of Ferrari. He just says what we're all thinking, dude. There are too many of them. So I just think we're going to make. But I also got me thinking. No one does that game anymore, where you put coins on your elbow, and then she's gone straight in there. Do you remember?
I've seen it somewhere. I don't know.
You've got to put a coin on your elbow, and then you've got to flick it and catch it.
Yeah. You see it in pubs a lot, don't you?
Yeah. But does anyone?
Yeah. No one.
Whoa! Hang on a minute. Straight in.
Are you the
Old
chap?
school.
I used to be, but yeah.
How many did you used to be able to do?
I can't remember.
Oh, come on, dude.
No, honestly, I can't.
All right. Was it 10?
Probably more than 10.
Oh, that's a challenge.
In there.
Oh, damn.
In there. Oh, bless him. You became 12. I'm done. But what inside he's thinking, this could be my big chance. This could be my big chance. Before me and his missus murder him, this could be my big chance.
Coins now, gun going at the time.
15? 20?
Probably nearly 20.
Nearly 20! Right, what coins do you want? Come on, dudes. This is... Come on, what coins work best? Because I've got...
Oh no, I'm going to...
I've got to fuck it up. It's kind of what we're hoping. No, it's not. Listen, because I've really got into these programs, American Ninja and Ultimate Beastmaster, where they're brilliant, man. It's like people really pushing their bodies to the limits and doing like assault courses that make the Krypton factor look like, you know, the soft play. So this is kind of, I guess, the nearest British equivalent we've got. What can you do with... I've got some change here. What can you do with that?
I'll nick it.
Hey! His top's coming off. Oh, his mate holding his t-shirt down. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about.
After all this, I'm going to really fuck this up.
Do you not need this? You're shaking a bit, so just calm down. So I don't need to. No, let him relax. You get into this.
That's
I've got a space.
All right.
No, seriously.
Now listen. The thing is, right? Because don't hit. Oh yeah, do it that way. Yeah. Well. Good point. Well made. Thank you. All right. Okay.
I ain't got many on it.
This is a warm. How many you got on there?
I'm shaking off.
Are you shaking? Do you want to get your breath for a minute?
I'm alright.
Oh! What the fuck was that? Hang on. How many is that? All right. Now, talk us through it, Kath.
Yeah, sorry.
You're shaking. Just calm down, brother. You're doing brilliantly.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 coins there.
That's almost 10. Counting method.
Even though I said I'd...
Hang on. What's that? That's right. Let's stick with 9 for the moment. Here we go.
Okay, so then...
Here we go. What's your name, by the way, fella?
It's Gary.
Gary. Here we go, Gary. He's dropped one.
Oh, you dropped one.
He's dropped one. The oldest trick in the book. Here we go.
Gary's assuming the
Come on,
position.
Gary. Come on, Gary. Oh! He did right with that moment of This is honestly.
If I get this wrong, you're going to get hurt.
Did you just say he's got a clean snatch?
It was.
Right. Have you added those extra 2? So we're on to...
How many off?
Yeah, we're on 11. We're on 11.
Hold on, Gav.
This is what the internet was made for, guys. You got this, guys. 11 points.
On the back of the elbow. 3, 2.
Oh! Whoa.
Somebody's going to get hurt.
Right, here's another quiz. So that makes it 12. We've got any more change we can give him. By the way, if you can do 20,
There's no one with you.
if you do 20, you get to keep all of that money. So someone give us some points. We've got 12. Give us another 3 to take it up to 15. Euros will do. Fuck it. There we go. We got 4. So take 3. There you go. You got 15. Here we go. 15.
Order I've got to put in.
You do whatever you need to do to get ready. And the figures on Periscope are shooting through the roof. I want to host a show called True Olympics. And it'll be this. Here we go, 15. You take your time, Gary, take your time. He's going for 15.
Back of that magic elbow.
Plain snatch. There's 16. 17, 18. We need 4 more for 20. Right, we need 2 more. Can we get 2 more coins? Here we go.
Oh man, this is...
I said I only up to 20.
Yeah, this is it. This is a night for pushing ourselves. This is 20. Gary has never done. Give him a round of applause. He's never done it before. And if he does it, he keeps it. And if he fails, he's buying a drink for everyone.
I can't even stack him now.
Your mate just went. He just shit himself. Come on, Gary.
Come on, Gary.
Here we go. He's never done this before. Oh! He dropped 2. He picked those, Gary. Give him a round of applause. Hey! That was pretty amazing, wasn't it? That was amazing. I'm genuinely, mate. Well done, because I can see you were nervous, and I know we put you on the spot. That was amazing. My dad used to be good at that. He would do it with pennies. He would do it with pennies, and he was doing it with 50s and 20s, all over the place there. You made about £2.57 there, mate. That's not bad going, is it?
Can I ask a question?
Yes, of course.
I've got my show tomorrow at lunchtime. Is it better to plan ahead for a show or to do it?
Well, we'll answer that in a second, but let's just revel in Gary's. Let's not take away from Gary's glory for the moment.
Do you want to see slow mo?
Yeah,
Hang on, he's filmed it in flipping portrait.
No, I didn't. No, it's zoomed in.
He's got it in slow mo. We're gonna look. Here it is. Here it is in slow mo for those that can see it, guys. Oh! Thank you, mate. That's brilliant. That was brilliant. Well done. When was the last time you did that?
When I was a kid.
Really? Oh, mate.
Wow.
And I would do a show called True Olympics, where it's stuff like that, where it's, you know, and you'd have people lined up, and you get proper commentators. And you go, right, well, Gary's coming up now. He's played for the best. Set at the age of 12, he's nearly 20. He's going for 20 now.
Yeah.
Oh, he's dropped 2. That sends him into second place.
Would they specialise, or would there be various
Well,
rounds?
no, you'd specialise, but you could do a decathlon if you wanted to.
Like a peanut in mouth.
Yeah, the peanuts in the mouth. What would you have as true beer mats? Flipping the beer mats?
Ping pong.
Hey?
Ping pong.
What? Oh, no, you mean the I'd see what I'd like to see, a bit of keepy uppy.
Yes.
I'd keepy uppy I'd have in there. This is a show. I think you should be typing this up.
Spitballs on the ceiling.
Spitballs on the ceiling.
Shoe over a building.
Huh?
How many do you enjoy your own one?
I can't do any.
Prove it.
By not doing it.
Because then what will happen is he's caught me out. I'll have 30 on there and I'll catch him up. And he'll go, I knew you could do it. I knew it. You were lying. You said you couldn't do any. You just did 30.
Totally got your number.
Do you know what? That's genuinely a show. That is the True Olympics.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that.
Let's take it to ITV.
In fact, that's actually being made already. I was joking, so it's not. But I don't want one of these people to then phone up like Dave and say, "We've got an idea for a show. It's called True Olympics." So what was your question?
So I've got my student show. Obviously, I've had your great stuff on. Is it better quality when you plan ahead, or is it better to let it
Well,
flow around?
you have seen a show this evening where there's been no planning whatsoever, so you be the judge. Many might argue that planning ahead is perhaps a positive thing. It depends. Everyone works differently. When we do the radio show, we don't really plan ahead. I've noticed that I will write down a list of stories from the newspaper, and 9 times out of 10 I will never use those stories, and it's just like it just dawned on me today. It's a weird thing that I do, and I never really use them. It's different. I couldn't do the Today programme, which John Humphreys does, which is really well planned and prepared, and John Humphreys couldn't do my programme, which is rambling, psychedelic, self-loathing babble. So find whatever works for you, man. Find whatever works for you. Let's take this call. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hello.
What you can't see is that we're looking at it's like a silhouette of someone. It's like the lights are on. Hey, he's wearing a Ghostbusters t-shirt. There we go. You've got to respect that. Hey, man. What have you got for us?
Well, I wanted to say I love talk radio.
Oh, we're bubbling. Okay. Hey, it's all right, isn't it? There's some good bits and pieces on there. We're really lucky to work there.
I've called in a couple of times, which is quite fun to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
What tog is your duvet? This is the problem. This is broken Britain right here. It's a young guy. He doesn't have a clue about the tog of his duvet, and this is why we have Brexit. This is why we have Trump. It's because people just don't know about the togs.
Well, our school made us do a fake vote.
fake vote.
So for the EU referendum, we decide if we want to leave or stay.
And which way did your school fake vote to go?
Well, I voted to stay.
Get over it, Ramona. It's happening. We're leaving. You lost. Deal with it, buddy. Deal with it. He was about 12. He was about 12, that lad. Oh, dear, blimey. Look, we'll just call a couple of people that have called and we've missed, and then what we'll do is we'll... You talk to this one.
Hello, you're down the rabbit hole.
Hello?
Hello.
I was walking down the lane when I felt a sudden pain. Diarrhea. My mother wasn't in, so I did it in the bin.
Okay. I mean, really, you know, we started off asking what is poetry. I know why I don't like poetry. No, and I do. I've just
Is it the voice?
No, I've just remembered something. My first day at primary school, when I was 5 years old, and we had a very old. I remember as being a very old woman, Miss Earl. I remember having grey hair and a bun, and seemingly ancient. She would have been what we would have called in those days a spinster, Miss Earl. And first day, and she asked, "Who knows any poems?" And so I put my hand up, full of joy and glee and excitement. My first day, I was going to take an active part and I was going to please teacher. And she said, "Yes, boy, stand up." And so I stood up. And this is what I said. So I stood up. Got the class, first day at school, 5 years old. 1, 2, 3, mother caught a flea, put it in the teapot, made a cup of tea. The flea jumped out. Mother gave a shout, in came father with his shirt hanging out. Now I said that and was expecting, thank you, well that's kind of what I was expecting. Okay, that's kind of what I was expecting at 5. And instead, got this woman staring at me. How dare you? That is not poetry, that is filth, you naughty little boy. Fucking hell. And I was 5 years old, and I'm like, whoa, what have I, and I, you know, and so that, I think Miss Earl is the reason that I don't like poetry.
What kind of nightmare was that woman living where that was filth?
The 1970s, guys, when the 1970s were, let's be honest, they were horrible. they were horrible places to hang out. Right, we've got a couple of calls that we've just missed. We'll try a couple of these and then we'll let's try this one.
Hello?
Hello, caller, you're down the rabbit hole.
Hello, it's Lana again.
Oh, how are you doing? You alright?
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. I bet you wish you were here.
I do.
Okay, sounding sarcastic. So, we've got a couple... Oh, let's try this one. Hello, caller, you're down the rabbit hole.
Good evening, everyone.
Hello!
Has anyone come to the same conclusion? I have listened to the news this week. President Macron, in his meeting with Theresa May, as a gesture of goodwill, has offered to give them to loan the Bayeux Tapestry. But surely that's just a reminder of our greatest military defeat.
You had a really good suggestion of what we should do with it.
Did I?
You said the Queen should wipe her ass with it.
Yeah, I did. Why was I being so horrible at that point?
I don't know. Yes, you're absolutely right, caller. What should we do? And that's LBC in a phone call. On that bombshell. I think we'll call it a night. Thank you so much, everyone for being here. What we'll do is we'll tidy up. So just give us a few minutes just to unplug and put stuff away. Oh, by the way, look what I found. Have some of that. Have some of that. Thieves stole it from me. I'm holding the world's largest sellotape. Thieves stole it from me, but I managed to...
They couldn't get it out the door, could they?
No. Thieves stole it from me, and then I went berserk on Twitter. I unleashed a flurry of tweets. I've deleted them since, you won't find it. And then the thieves obviously got scared and they put it back in the boot of my car. So this is here, and what we do is you are welcome after the show to have a picture taken with me and Katherine. That's free, of course. If you would like a picture taken with the sellotape, that's gone up. Jungle money. And it's now £2.50 per picture, not per pose, per picture. Some people were taking two pictures. I would like it if you could turn on the shutter sound on your phones so I know how many pictures have been taken. So pictures me and Kath are free. You want a picture of the sellotape, that's £2.50. And if you're curious, the money doesn't go to charity, it goes to me. So I bought a giant sellotape. I was thinking.
Is Gary doing pictures?
Gary? Oh, coin Gary! I think he's calmed down a little bit now. So on that bombshell, Katherine, is there anything you'd like to say to the Ladles and Jelly Spoons boys and girls?
Well, just thanks for being cool. We've had a nice time, haven't we? We've had a properly nice time. We like the Bear Club.
Yeah, we like the Bear Club a lot. Thank you very much for letting us play at the Bear. Round of applause. This is such a lovely venue. Luton comes in for a lot of stick, and I kind of get why I get some of the stick, but I've got a soft spot for Luton. But this place is amazing. There are flyers on your table for a comedy night that they do here. They have all kinds of wonderful musicians. If anyone was lucky enough, I know some of you were lucky enough to see Stephen Page and Bare Naked Ladies here. Oh my God. They get big names, they get small names, they get names that are going to be big in a couple. It's such a great venue, so just keep, support small venues like this because they are closing down, man, and this is a special one and we love it. So thank you for letting us come and play. We love it, we love it, we love it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has been the Rabbit Hole Live from the Back Club in Luton! Very quickly, very quickly, we're going to record just 2 more intros, 2 more outros. Go, feel free to go and get a drink. This will take 1 minute, 60 seconds. So, do you want to do 2 intros first?
Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Bear Club in Luton, this is the Rabbit Hole!
Now you sound enthusiastic. Now you know the end is nearly here. Oh my goodness, look at us! Who's booing? We haven't even started yet! Live from the Bear Club in Luton, this is the Rabbit Hole! 2 more.
Thank you so much for your patience. We know it's been tested tonight. That's been... Oh, paused it up. You're listening to the Rabbit Hole!
I'd like to say thank you for Iain for coming here tonight.
Yeah, fuck Kath. Fuck Kath. I came.
Seriously?
Well, hang on. Let us finish. Then you can do this at home. Let's finish. Let's just finish this. Let's finish this. Right, we're going to do 1 more. This might be quite funny. I'm going to do the outro enthusiasm. I don't want anyone to clap. And then when the music finishes, Gary, if you could just clap on your own, okay? So I want silence, all right? Just silence when we do this. Finish it. Just as the music is starting to finish, I'll point to you and you just clap slowly, right? And everyone else has got to be really quiet. That was the Rabbit Hole Live from Luton! Give Gary a round of applause. You're a star. I'm the buying your beer. Thank you very much. Boyle. What would you like? Let me get your coat. Let me get your coat. Hey mate, how you doing? Pleasure. Hey, you did it, man. I know. You did it. It's brilliant. Well done. You never said so. I was, yeah. He was good though, wasn't he? Very funny. Thank you, man. Well, get the fuck off.